Alright guys, this here is the Yucaipa police station, and I just thought I'd come out here. I want to bring your attention to a video that High Desert Community Watch did, and it's no reflection of the Yucaipa PD as a whole. What is she screaming about? The hell is she screaming at somebody? I think the guy cut her off when she was jaywalking, but I really do. She was jaywalking. The guy turned right. I think she got pissed off. But there's no reflection of the Yucaipa PD. It's just that it happened to be a Yucaipa police deputy. And so I'm going to post the link to his video below in the description box. Please go watch that if you want a little education. I urge you to go watch it. I'm going to educate you a little bit before you go watch it, so when you go watch it, you'll go, oh yeah, okay, I see what News Now Yucaipa is talking about. But the Yucaipa deputy was driving in one of their Dodge Chargers, and wow, what the hell is going on over here? Holy Hitchcock. Holy Hitchcock. He was driving one of the Dodges right here. And so what happened was High Desert Community Watch, and I think it was Antelope Valley, go watch him as well. We're doing an audit at the Central Detention Center, or what we call the jail, in San Bernardino off 3rd Street. It's over by headquarters. The Yucaipa police deputy came out in one of the Chargers, drove by them, whipped a Yui, because he saw two guys apparently filming. I mean, I'm watching a video, so one of them was filming, right? And then, look at this guy. And then proceeds to whip a Yui and go back. And he gets out of the car and he says, what are you doing? Well, High Desert Community Watch gives a perfect answer. Hope you don't mind if I steal that from you sometimes. But he says, what are you doing? And he goes, my job. Okay, you're doing your job, and we're filming, you know, making sure everybody's professional, everybody's acting in accordance with public service. But then he has, you have a car around here? You guys need a ride to your car? And I don't know where that comes from or where that came from. If that was like a hint to you need to leave the area, or if maybe he thought they were waiting. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Do you need a ride to your car? Yeah, I usually stand outside of the jail if I need a ride to my car and see if maybe some nice, polite cop will stop and pick me up. No. The only time I ride in a police car, I'm sure, is with handcuffs on. I get it? No, that's a joke. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Somebody give me a drum beat. Cymbals. Anyway, moving on. So I just wanted to bring that video to your attention and let you know that anybody that watches this law enforcement, any law enforcement officers that watch this, when you've got two guys standing in a public area, because that's actually is a public roadway they were standing on. I've been there many a time. I not only doing audits and cop watching, but just I know San Bernardino, I know that area. So they were on a public roadway, and anytime you see two guys on a public roadway filming with a camera, stopping to ask them, what are you doing right now? I don't know if that's entirely your job as a deputy. Whoa, that sounded like a gunshot or something. As a deputy from another city, because they're not breaking the law. I mean, do you stop every time you see somebody filming or somebody taking a picture of a building? Do you stop and go, hey, what are you doing? Probably not. So why stop for them just because they were outside of the jail? What you do is you would call it in to the jailers and say, yeah, just a heads up, there's a couple of guys in the back here. I'm not sure if they're media or what have you. That's what you do. You don't whip around and stop and get out and say, yeah, I'm a cop. I need to know what you guys are doing. I know I might sound a little facetious or a little cynical. That's a little education for you. If you're Unless that deputy works at the jail, but I don't know why he'd be driving a Yucaipa police car if he's working in San Bernardino CDC. But for all you cops out there, if you're, you know, if you don't work at the jail and you see two guys outside of the jail filming, it's not your job to stop and ask them what they're doing. You call it in and say, yeah, just, I don't know, a heads up, there's a couple guys out here. Maybe they have questions. Looks like they're with the media. There you go. That's your job. Man, I sound uppity in this video, don't I? Anyway, guys, I'm going to put the video in the description box below. Go watch it. News Now Yucaipa.